Welcome back, everybody. Whether you're moving or looking to explore school choice, as they say, there's an app for that. Walter Blanks Jr. is here from the American Federation for Children to show us how something called School Finder works. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
All right, so what is the School Finder app?
So the School Finder app is a in-depth resource for parents to be able to find information on schools in their area or across the state, really. Sometimes navigating the department's website when it comes to education, it's very tough, and there's a lot of there's just stuff everywhere. And so the app kind of streamlines it a little bit and gives parents the information that they need to make the best decision for their child.
Now, why was the app created?
So because, especially during the pandemic, parents and families across the country didn't have tons of options, didn't have really any options. And so the app was created to give more parents and families information and resources to be able to make that decision, because even now, a lot of families across the country still don't know when they will return to school.
Yeah.
And so that's just is another option, right? If it's not working for you, here are the available resources. And a recent poll showed that 68% of parents who had children in the K-12 system had some reservations and concerns about their children falling behind due to the pandemic. And so we're trying to kind of get ahead of this. You know, it's a new year, new us. And so trying to give parents all the information and tools they need to help their children succeed.
I know we can bring it up online and take a look. It's pretty intuitive, isn't it? I mean, there are maps. You can type in like your city and then find something right down to your neighborhood.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, really. We live in the digital age, and so being able to have all that information at the touch of a button is super helpful.
Let's talk a little bit about the information that you can find about schools there. I mean, like school grades, rankings, things like that. What class size, average? I mean, what are some of the things we can find on the School Finder?
Yeah, so school ranking, of course, when you pull up the app, it shows whether it's a private school, public school, charter schools, and they're all color coded. Okay. And then it takes you to the website that shows, the state's report card.
Sure.
And various resources. And then when you hit the particular school, has all the contact information, reviews, stars, all of that. I mean, it's basically Yelp for for school, right?
Right.
So, but we just wanted to give parents just that easy access to all this information.
And you can get it on both Apple and Android?
Yes,
okay.
The Apple Store and Google Play Store.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the interest in this, because obviously you're responding to a current situation. What have you heard from parents across the country?
They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
There's just so much uncertainty, whether you're in public school, private school, just all across, and everyone's trying to make it work. And so I firmly believe that parents should be in the driver's seat. Parents shouldn't have to wait for the districts to get their act together or to figure out what they want to do. Parents should say, I want my child to go here, and this is what works best for our community, for our family, and empower them to make that decision. I think one thing that I'm seeing across the country is a lot of families just don't know. And there's the burden of the pandemic and everything else that comes with a parent, that this is just so new to them. And so being able to have this app, have this information readily accessible at the touch of a button, I think is going to be very, very helpful moving forward.
You might not even realize the own schools that are in your own backyard.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Tell me briefly, real quick, about the foundation that you work for.
Yeah, so my organization fights for parents, similar to the app, for parents to be empowered to pick the best schooling environment for their children. And if they're in an environment that's not conducive to their learning needs or learning styles, or it's just not a good fit for whatever reason, we believe that parents should be able to put their kid in the best education possible. And so they shouldn't be restricted by their zip code or how much money they make. Every child deserves the best education possible.
Well, thanks for the info, Walter. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Thank you for
All
having
right,
me.
here's how you find the School Finder Wisconsin app. Again, it's on the Apple App Store, or head to schoolfinderwi.com for more information.